Welcome back. It's another edition of Trash Talk. Hey,
Yeah,
how you doing?
I'm in my jammies still.
Yeah, still? Oh,
Yeah, for real. I drove my son to school, and then I'm here now doing the show. I've had my coffee. I've been up since 5:15. Um,
that
I'm in my 3-year-old Tups shirt. So Tups, hello.
oh,
uh,
oh,
I
oh.
need a new one.
Maybe time to send me a new shirt.
Just saying, bro. But in my jammies, man, I'm off today. I'm gonna hang out the house, do some stuff, and then pick Luke up. And I got to start planning for his birthday party. Some money, you know how that is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that the word's right behind you. It says budget. So you got to not only budget your time, budget the money, but you budget your time too.
It's true, and gotta feel like budgets are always changing, and not even based on income, just expenses more than anything. If our expenses always stayed the same, always, and our money was there, at least
Yeah. Well, the thing about budgeting, the real key thing is the first thing at the top of the list are those items on the budget that are fixed. You can't change.
Can't
Like
change.
rent, like you have to have certain amount of money for the light, the electricity and the
Yeah.
phone.
The
That's going to
water, the
come every
phone, the internet.
right. You
Yeah,
know, okay, I need to have this is
that's
fixed. I can't change that. And then
can't
it's
do
the
it.
other stuff. Because one week you might spend $100 on groceries, and the next week maybe $70. All right, now you're $30 ahead. So that's kind of a flexible. How often are you driving? How often do you have to? You don't fill up the car every week, so maybe
No,
it's
I
every
don't.
other week.
Sometimes it's 3 weeks, but
Yeah,
it's 2 weeks for me. But yeah, and that's it. You got to look at those things, and obviously we know that it's completely outrageous out there.
yeah.
And things are only going. I mean, gas right now like 330, 325. That's not acceptable. That's not fun.
We just got off the road on a trip. We took a road trip, and we went up to Chicago. The gas in Chicago is over $4
I
a,
was yeah,
a gallon, and
yeah.
some places were close to 4.30 a
It's
gallon.
ridiculous.
Oh,
It's
impressive.
ridiculous. And
Yeah,
like and like so you think about, we just came out of summer, although granted, be it Texas is still steaming hot and not cooling down.
right.
But technically, we're leaving summer, we're going into the fall, school started back, vacations are typically over. So now for most families and people, it's thinking about holiday time, it's thinking about expenses for holiday saving and budget, but you still have to live, or you still want to have some sort of entertainment. And really, there's a lot of stuff you can do. And I mean, I look at it from a different perspective because I have a kid. So I look at things that we can do, like
Right.
I don't have a lot of money this week, but this weekend I'm off. I don't want to stick around the house, even though we can come up with fun stuff. What can we do? And I start looking, and I'm like, we have that amazing new library, that's essentially a museum.
Right. And
And
then
yeah, there's books, and there's books there. There's a learning center there. There's all kinds of things. But then you look beyond that, and you look at some of the classes and stuff that they do. They have some great free computer classes for kids. They have some great free like plays and reading time. And I'm like, you could go bring snacks because they have a whole section to eat and hang
right.
out. Get your books, let the kids run around and play, go to the laboratory or whatever they call it. It's like a scientist laboratory. Do one of the classes. It's all free.
Right. And you can
You can
easily
spend half a
spend
day there.
yeah, you can spend 3-4 hours there and be entertained all day too. And
Yeah.
you said earlier about that with the flexibility in the budgets. Right now, you don't know what that electric bill is going to be for the air conditioning because it is so hot here. We're all running our air conditioners maxed out, and then all of a sudden you get the bill and you got a electric bill that's $300. Well,
Yes.
as you get into the fall and the
Oh,
temperatures drop, now all of a sudden you see that bill come down. And that's where you say to yourself, okay, It was 300 last month. It's only 270 this month.
Yeah, or
I got
cut
30
in
bucks.
half even.
That goes into my holiday fund to save for the holiday. Uh, and we talk about what we're doing budgeting inside. There's the outside businesses are also doing what they can to get customers. So you got places like Taco Tuesday. So you have a tendency, if you like tacos, I'm going to go on Taco Tuesday because I can buy that same taco for half price. Happy hours, buy one, get one free.
Well, the great, the other thing too is just the other day, last week or what have you, maybe the week before. So it was National Cinema Day. So National Cinema Day at Flicks Brewhouse, shout out. They did $4 movie tickets.
Yeah.
And then they did $5 popcorn.
And it was bottomless popcorn too.
Bottomless popcorn. So like for me, I didn't have Luke, $9.
Yeah.
I went and saw a movie. You like, even though I love that place, and even though their tickets, they have some great deals, it's still, a ticket alone is not $9. Luke and I just went to go see Blue Beetle a couple weeks ago, and I got a discount from work, and both of our tickets were still with tax like $18, $19.
Yep.
And so it's like, man, you can do that. Like wait, like and I waited on a particular movie because I really wanted to see it, but I was like, you know what? If it comes to streaming soon, I'm okay. I'm not going to go out. But then I saw the cinema day, and I'm like, look, $9, that's cheaper than Starbucks crappy coffee. So let's
You're
go.
absolutely right. Lauren and I very often will go to the first feature of the day. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning or so, and the first feature of the day is usually half price. Well, why would you go at 7 o'clock in the evening and pay full price when both of us could go for the price of one ticket in the evening? That frees up that extra money to buy that extra popcorn or something. You got the cat running around underneath.
I do. He's apparently, my feet are pillows, and his giant tail, because my cat's huge, is whipping my leg, and I'm like, and it's hot. And I've got this like 28-pound, 27-pound cat because he's a panther.
Yeah, because I'm watching you.
I know, dude. I'm like, but he's so comfortable, and I'm like, I get it, but why my foot?
Because you're in your pajamas, so he figures, hey, I'll get comfortable too.
There's a lot of stuff too, I've noticed too, like especially on the coffee end. I mean, you talk happy hour, but I talk happy hour on the coffee end. There's a couple coffee shops around here that have specific days where they do happy hour, and they have 2 happy hours, like right around that 8 o'clock hour, and then they do an evening one. And like, there's some of those drinks are like half off, those coffees, and they'll feature their specialty latte at half off, and I'm like, that's amazing, Or we went out to a brewery last Thursday, and they do so much. Like, there's happy hours, there's half off days, there's $5 beer days, and I'm like,
yeah,
there's a lot of things that you can go. Like, you can go and get a beer, and then get a taco from the taco truck, get a burrito, and you can go spend $12, listen to live music, and you just spent $12. Now, what they hope is that because you're there, you're not just going to spend $12, but I mean,
you go to the concession stands, you go to the food trucks.
And you spend more. But the other thing too is about shopping, and especially when we talk about grocery shopping, everything's gone up. Even a lot of the places that are battling to keep the expense down and the cost down, certain things have to go up, or they fluctuate. There are a lot of places, one right down the street in particular, that does these amazing coupons, and they do them online on their app, but they also do them in special ones in store. So the special ones in store, I think, are genius because it's the old school. They got it. They got the coupon standing right there in the yellow tag coupon. Right. You grab it, you grab the product, but they're only for people that shop there. So yeah, you can get some good deals online, but if you go there, you might get a buy one, get two. They have these combos there where you literally, if you buy this, the most recent one, I think it was pulled pork. So you bought the pulled pork package, right? And it was a family size.
Okay.
You got a bag of chips, Hawaiian rolls, pickles, beans, your choice of beans, for free for just buying that one thing. And you get the whole meal, and it's multiple meals. That's 2 meals, leftovers. Like, so you got to plan it out. Sometimes it might not be something that is the best or healthiest at that time.
Right.
But maybe that is one of your meals that day because you're on a budget and you got to stretch it out.
Yeah. Well, and that also is impulse buying. When you do that, you say, maybe I don't need all that stuff, but boy, if I buy this and I get all of this for free, I'll find a time to use it.
Well, for me, I look at it and I'm like, I hate pickles and everything about them, but my son loves pickles. So I like to have them in the house for, sometimes we make sandwiches. Sometimes I just put them on a snack plate.
Yeah.
Okay. Beans, depending on which ones, man, I could give them beans, or we can make a bean burrito, or there's an option for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Might not be for that meal, but maybe a side dish later. And then I'm like, okay, Hawaiian rolls. Well, my kid just eats those by themselves half the time. Also, yes, you can make little sandwiches. I can pack them in his lunch. Or when I actually use the pulled pork, I could do that. Chips. Okay, well, they're chips. So let's be real. They're going to get eaten.
Yeah.
You know?
But there's
honestly,
a lot of chip deals too. Again, the
lot of
buy
chip
one
deals.
get one free. And also, what I'm finding sometimes is I'm turning toward the house brand of
Absolutely.
the item rather than the name brand.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'll say this, because of my job, it is very rare anymore. Now, I'm blessed because they are amazing and have their own products and make phenomenal stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not just trying to sell it. They do, trust me. Very rare am I going with the name brand stuff anymore. Number one, it's less expensive, great quality, and I get a great discount on it. So,
Right.
I'm not saying I don't know. I always do that, but I'd say 90% of the time, and that's the other thing for me. I don't shop anywhere else, so I don't have to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
I have first crack at the freshest stuff. Period. I get the double discount with the coupon and my discount.
Well, we're becoming a society that is more aware of that. And it works both ways. It not only benefits the customer, but it also benefits the stores, because by them offering those kinds of things, let's face it, if you see a coupon for bread, buy one loaf and get one free, you're not going to walk into that store just to walk out with 2 loaves of bread.
Probably not.
End up walking out with all your groceries. So they use that as what's called a lost leader.
Absolutely. It's a lot. And well, it's just like I used to do at the bar. You got $2 shots. Well,
right.
A lot of times I still made money on those shots because of what I used. But if I didn't, it doesn't matter. It's like the Michelob Ultra, Bud Light, Miller Lights. Ain't nobody making money off those beers. You're not. But if somebody's coming in to a bar, drinking 4 of them, ordering food, ordering a shot, boom.
Right.
If you're at a grocery store and somebody's buying a 12-pack of Miller Lite, I'm telling you right now, that grocery store ain't making that much money off it. They're not. In some cases, they're actually losing money.
Right.
But that person who's buying that Miller Lite at that price is now buying a full cart of groceries, a bottle of wine, and an $18 4-pack. There's your money. You know?
Yeah. And we have to budget for that stuff too, because there are times that I go through and you impulse buy again, as I say.
Always.
You buy something, or you buy an extra one, then you get to checkout and all of a sudden they say, okay, that's $180. What? What was the 180? Well, you went and you bought meat, and you bought some fish, and you bought some, you think
it adds up.
I was really planning to spend 100 and I spent 180. So
I've done that. And we've talked about that just on the show, budgeting. For example, this week in particular, school's back. I I'm thinking about lunches. I have to be particular about lunches. Thank God I don't have to worry. Whereas last year I couldn't even pack peanut butter. This year it doesn't matter. So thank God for that. Because, kids are picky. Like, don't give them the same thing 2 days in a row because they're going to be like, nah, I'm not eating it.
Right. Right.
So you got to think about that. So you're buying different, unique things that you might not buy. So for me, I look at it and I go, okay, dinners this week are this, and I'm going to plan out 4 dinners. This is going to be this week, today. This is going to be tomorrow.
Right.
And then this is going to be leftovers from the earlier in the week with maybe an added salad. And then we're going to go cheap on this week, carrying us into next week, that sort of thing,
Right.
because of school lunches and whatever. So there's a lot of budgeting from entertainment all the way down to streaming. This will get us, we got a show coming up about that. Streaming is interesting because there's so many streaming services out there, and you do save money if you watch. Now they're all going up in price, and there's some dark sides to streaming, but we won't go there.
Right.
But for me, I'm like, okay, there's 4 new movies that are hitting this Peacock, plus the other stuff that's on there, and a couple things I want to watch again. All right, so Peacock is like $3.99, $4.99 for the basics for the month. Well, you know what? I'm gonna drop this streaming service because I haven't watched it in forever. I'm gonna drop it for 2 months.
Right.
I'm gonna keep Peacock and spend $9 or $10 for 2 months, watch everything. Then I'm gonna drop it, and then I'm gonna add this one back. And right now, that's what I've been doing. The only 2 that have managed to stay are Disney and Netflix. But honestly, they keep raising the prices. We're going to have a problem. But
yeah,
you can do that. And it's cool because I just watched 4 movies that I missed out in the movie theater on that are less than 6 months old, and it cost me $10.
Right. Or some of those services you get free for 30 days.
Yeah.
So in 30 days, you can watch a lot of movies and then say, I'm not really happy with the service, so I'm not going to continue with it.
I did that with Apple TV. Because I don't like Apple TV, but it had some cool, unique shows.
Yeah.
And it's not worth me keeping no matter the price. So I did that. Luke, very oddly, had an obsession recently with the Berenstain Bears. Now we have read those books for years.
Yeah.
And they still fit in our rotation. But out of the blue, he asked me, is there a Berenstain Bear movie? And I said, no, but there's an old cartoon that came out. And he's like, well, I want to watch it. I was like, all right. So I went on Amazon Prime. It wasn't there. They had it, but it wasn't there. But I could pay $1.99 or $2.99 for a month for PBS Kids, and he could watch it all.
Yeah.
So $3.
Yep.
And it's so weird because that cartoon came out in like the 80s, I think. And he's just, that's weird. I mean, it's okay. I'm not mad at it. It's just, but now we can watch all that. It'll get it through his system and I can cancel it.
Right.
It's $3.
And so we have all become more aware of our finances and how to budget and where we can spend a little bit more and where we can save in order to spend a little bit more.
True.
Whoa, I don't know where that came from. Well, anyhow, I'm going to go budget for the rest of the day and budget for the rest of the week, and then we'll come back here. Why don't we do this again next Tuesday morning?
I'll be back. I'll put some clothes on this time.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So tune in next week and see what outfit Brandon is wearing. Go out and make it a good one. Catch you later. Bye.